Hello students, I'm here to give you guys your next assignment for this week. This goes for all of my students, kindergarten through 5th grade, and you can modify it for what your skill level is. I hope you guys enjoyed making your nature creations last week with arranging different things. I know me and my boys had a great time. If you have not yet, please check out that Google Drive link and you can see some photos of my boys doing it and on our nature walk and their final creations. This week we are going to learn a little bit about Japanese art, and we're going to get inspired again by nature. I'm trying to get you guys outside. The weather's been beautiful, and we are going to go out and we are going to collect some more flowers. So you can see here I have collected my flowers here. Those are my inspiration. I just found them out in my front yard. I think they're like a big ground cover. They're not even anything fancy, but you can get inspired by many things. Over here I have my inspiration, which you should see those photos on the form and the Google Drive. It's easier for me to upload them to the Google Drive than it is to PowerSchool Learning, so please make sure you click that link and go to Google Drive as you need to. We are going to be painting, and if you do not have paint, then I have a solution. We are going to be using coffee to paint. If you want to use something like grape juice or maybe even orange juice, I'm not sure. I don't have either of those things, so I haven't experimented with it, but I think coffee's pretty easy, and we're going to use it kind of like we would watercolor. If you do have paint and you want to use that, that's fine, but let's also think about some different materials we could use to make up. Back in prehistoric times, they did a lot of cave paintings, and they used a lot of crushed berries and things like that and other pigments. You could even paint using some spices that you've added some water to and kind of meshed up. So just have fun with this. Don't take it too seriously, and let's create some nature. So I'm going to show you what I have started. This is the drawing that I have started. You can see how in some areas I've added a little bit of colored pencil. If you have colored pencil, that'd be great. If not, then that's fine too. You can use crayon, really anything that you have on hand at home. If you do not have white paper, you could even use a newspaper. You could use the back of a different printout sheet that your parents have got in the mail. Really could be anything. You can use a napkin if you'd like to too, although your coffee will probably bleed at that point. I have colored pencils here. Again, if you do not have it, that is okay. I have my coffee, and I've even saved some of the coffee grounds. Now, I also know that some of you do not have paintbrushes at home. So if you do not have a paintbrush at home, we are going to use a rolled up paper towel or napkin. You could probably use toilet paper. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it. But you have a lot of options here if you just roll it up and create a little bit of a point. You need to make sure the coffee is really dark, so don't use it if it's got like creamer or milk put in it. We want it to be as dark as possible, and the coffee grounds are going to add a little bit of texture to our work too. So let's test it out. Let's see how much it shows. It's not going to show a ton, but it should show some. So here's the coffee. We are going to dip it in. Ooh, look at that. We are going to come over to our areas. We are lightly going to try to brush it on. Now, like I said, it's not going to be a really strong color or a strong pigment, and if you'd like to use some of the coffee grounds, that is another option. But we're just going to experiment. I know you guys are working hard on all of your regular work, but I want to make sure that you are also taking a, ooh, I like those coffee grounds. Look at those coffee grounds. I want to make sure that you're taking some time out and a little bit of a break to create some artwork. You can see the different colors that are being created through the work. I'm going to dab a little on there, and it just adds a little bit of a highlight. Oop, there's a big drop like that too. And I cannot wait to see what this looks like when it dries. I have posted photos of what my finished copy will look like when I'm finished with it. So again, just keep experimenting. You can comment, I think you can comment on this, and tell me some other ideas that you've used. You could even go out and use mud if you want to use mud. I know it's been raining a lot lately. And extra bonus points if you do this sitting out in your driveway or on your front step. I want you guys to get out and enjoy the fresh air while we are all in our homes and quarantine, so to speak. So anyways, I miss you guys, and let me know if you have any questions. You can always email me with your entries, but please photograph them and then send them in. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.